Okay, everything's set now. They've got the correct amount of pressure in the football. Referee McCallum is satisfied with that and blows time on for this first quarter of this Panasonic Cup clash between Canterbury and South Sydney. And this should be a beauty. Pull up an easy chair and relax and enjoy the football with us tonight. It's an example of some of the hard tackling we'll see. Brandon Lee loses the football forward. South immediately come up with possession.
That's not a good thing for a forward to do first up. His confidence will be down a little bit after that. You're trying very hard from now on not to drop the football, and that's when they start to make mistakes.
So South's get an early opportunity to put something on. They're inside the Canterbury quarter. Chisholm is dummy half. Got it away to Coleman, and then comes Roberts. A pass along the ground. Coleman's got it back to Chisholm. He's swamped by the Canterbury forwards. Coleman again. Here's Blake. The kick ahead for his outside men. It's bouncing towards the goal line. It's going to beat everybody over the touchline, though. So Alchin had a little scamper down the blind side on tackle number 1. Now Raymond. And Coleman may be a little over-vigorous in the tackle. Has brought a penalty.
Yes, well, he's got hold of his headgear and ripped it off. There's a little bit of head movement there, and I think Coleman resented it. And he's torn his headgear off. That is a statutory offence. Yes, he'd be down here to send greetings to the man that may have broken his jaw on that occasion.
So Corcoran's kick is a beauty. That's a fine kick from the young man. And Canterbury take an early lead. 2 points to 0 over South Sydney.
Roberts now wrapped up on the first tackle. McCallum's got Canterbury inside the 5, and this will be just about in front of the posts. Strikes it sweetly, and he brings both sides together at 2-all.
Coleman flicks it back inside for Boyle. Very close, 5 metres or so out from the line. Coleman again, turning it back to big Ian Roberts. Perilously close to the line, the big fella. Coleman again directing play at the dummy half. This time it's Fennick trying to barge over. Too much defence. Last tackle. That's how close they are.
Break position for a kick.
And there it was. The kick way out. Taken by Harrington. Lost it behind him. Dived on by Maven. And that's a try.
Yes, excitement reigns supreme here at the stadium as the South Sydney fans go berserk because Blake has pulled off what I construed to be not on, but he's done it. It's been a diagonal kick, almost lateral kick, that's had everyone on side. It was dropped by the wing three-quarter out there and picked up by Maven, dropped behind him. There's nothing wrong with this as a try as far as I can see. Those players were all on side when the ball was kicked. Now there's the drop of the football by Harrington, and Maven comes up with the dregs. There's the drop again behind him. In comes Maven, sights the opening and just dives over, and that's a good try. Any sort of try is a good try against Canterbury.
Probably less than a metre from the touchline, Ellison. And he's hit this one, which is just swinging away, so no goal. But South Sydney have the lead over Canterbury by 6-2. South's really on the boil now, as Roberts pulled that pass into his chest. And he's put to ground just 10 metres from the Canterbury line. South Sydney waiting away. Ellison got a pass to Roberts. Paul Roberts. Canterbury defence holds him this time. Blake switches play. Now here's Jura again. Right on the 10-metre mark. Canterbury have been under some pressure. And here's Blake again with the kick. That is between the posts. So South have the extra via Phil Blake.
Ian Roberts just outside the quarter. This could just about clinch it. Blake across field for Harrington. Will it sit up for him? It's going to go dead in goal.
And it's Joey Thomas, I think, that they're having a little chat to.
We've got a couple of Canterbury changes, Bill.
Yes, Graham, we have. Darren Curry's coming from the field, and his place is taken by Glenn Nissen in 14. And the other one you can see is the Kiwi international Mark Elia. He's wearing number 16. It looks like Robin Thorne is the player to come off.
Takes his time. It's got the legs all right. Has it got the direction? You bet. A great goal from Ellison. The Panasonic Cup hoodoo continues to haunt Canterbury. 9-2. Steps out of one tackle. Time running out. Will they go for one more? Switch of play to Paul Roberts. Now Blake's the field goal specialist, as is Ellison. Ellison's one pass off the ruck. Just wants the 1 point. Does he hook it around? I think he did. One more point, and so neatly done by Souths.
Yes, a very smart kick. They worked themselves into position for this. It wasn't the greatest kick in the world, but who cares? I mean, he's got the ball the right height and the right distance. So that really puts the heat on Canterbury. That's 10 points to 2.
Parramatta and Balmain. The last time these two teams met was in Perth in the Panasonic Cup. It's at Leichhardt Oval. It's our State Bank big game. And the Dallas Cowgirls will be there. And Peter Sterling, I hope to keep your mind on the job, boy.
Well, I don't think it's going to be a problem for me. I've heard the Balmain boys are doing a little bit with them this week. I don't know what that means, but hopefully it might take their minds off the game a bit.
Sterlo, we've got no Cowboys on our side, if that's what you're suggesting.
And that's the first time he's spoken to me all night. I knew there must have been something on.
Desperation stuff on the sideline and on the field here. Should be a great game. Should be a great game. Now, Nissen will play it just 10 metres from the halfway mark. Here's Lamb, got through up to the halfway mark. Found support too from Farah. Farah's thrown the little dummy. Given it back to Gillespie. Gillespie being chased by Blake. Well, support. He's lost it. Oh, no, he's lost it.
It was knocked out of his hands by Blake in the tackle. I think you'll find.
Well, they come up with a penalty, and they've got a second penalty as Souths were offside. So golden opportunity now for the Bulldogs as Tunks has it. Get out of my way, he says. He's around a metre out. I don't think they took any notice of him. The Bulldogs desperately now as Thomas got it back to Alchin. Can he offload it? Yes, he can to Farah. But the South Sydney defence holds. Canterbury starting a quarter, the best they ever had for this match.
5 minutes in the sin bin.
5 minutes in the bin.
For Mario Fennick.
Professional foul.
So Fennick off for 5 minutes. That puts a different complexion on things. I think Canterbury may well get a try during this passage of play if they can just... There's another 6 tackles to go.
Here's Alchin. Getting it away to Farah. Farah saw the light. Got the pass back inside for Alchin. He's picked it up brilliantly and scores for the Bulldogs. Here's the kick from Terry Lamb, who I thought may have held back a South Sydney player. The kick is successful, so he doesn't care. Canterbury supporters don't care. It's 10-8 Souths over Canterbury. So the Bulldogs now with Dunn charging up towards the quarter line. Here's Alchin. Alchin saw a little gap. He's inside the quarter. The chant goes up for the Bulldogs. Here comes Folks. Folks to the 10-metre mark. This very good crowd urging on the Canterbury side. Alchin got it away to Lamb. Defence is good. Lamb held on the last tackle. Penalty's gone to Canterbury.
1 from 1 that can tie all the scores up. Higgins with instructions to Fennick. Of course, it's 1 try apiece. It will be so important now as we go back on count-back rules. The penalties come into it. And that's 10-8 to Canterbury. They've received 4 straight penalties. Is it 10-all? Yes, it is. What a quarter-final here at the Parramatta Stadium. Fennick is about to rejoin the fray. They scored a try when he was off. Just how vital it was. There's the penalties. 10-8 to Canterbury. They've received 4 in a row. If the match remains as it is, they will win the quarter-final on penalties.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a game where it's changed so much in 10 minutes, a complete new complexion. Peter Sterling, what's happened to the Rabbits?
Well, they've stopped moving up in defence completely, Bill, and that's thrown the game well and truly off.
It's a replacement getting ready, Bill.
Yes, Greg Mackey in 15. Gillespie's going to have to come off. He just can't run with those cramps.
The Okay, last tackle signal now for the Dogs. Will they try a field goal? No, they won't. Yes, they will. Alcham's tried it. It's come off a South Sydney player. Been picked up by Folks. Should be a turnover.
Well, it was a regulation knock back from Canterbury. It should have been play on. Folks looked amazed.
The penalty count has now been reduced by 1 because Canterbury just conceded a penalty. 10-9.
That could be the break that wins it. Roberts. 10 metres out. Brown. It's a penalty to Canterbury. Incredible.
Well, I'm afraid the rise in class has just got to this young fella, Brown. He didn't even attempt to play the football. He just shoved it between his legs. Now, you know, that is just dumb. And I should imagine his coach will have plenty to say to him at the end of this game, because that was just one of those things that's just a no-no in this situation.
All important if they can get it downfield. Corcoran. An incredible first quarter final this has been. Alston, the man that came up with the try, still jinking. He's got to play the ball. It's a penalty against him. Oh, this is real cup final stuff. The nerves are getting to them.
Yes, the Panasonic replay just shows he was tackled. The hand or arm holding the ball came in contact with the ground. That's one of the criteria of a tackle. And the referee adjudicated that he had indeed been tackled.
Again, one penalty away from winning the quarter-final. They've got about 90 seconds now to pull it off. Chisholm. 10-all. The stadium's alive. There it is. That's it. That'll win it for Souths.
Graham, I've got George Pickens with me. George, this must be the most exciting and nerve-wracking game you've ever been coach in.
Well, we want to beat Canterbury, and I think we played well enough to win, but we seem to just show it away. They're a championship side, and they just come back pretty strong in the last quarter. And
what's going through your mind right at this moment?
the cash.
The cash. Thanks for talking to us.
They call him a millionaire. Greedy George Pickens looking on from the sideline. More importantly, the penalties are 11-all. Souths, of course, scored the first try. On countback, they will win this quarter-final. It has never, ever been so close in the history of the Cup. He's kicked it. Is the scoreline going to be added to? The Cup is still alive inside the last minute. They've got to score from their own line. Back inside, the pass was forward. That'll wrap it up. South Sydney have gotten home. They scored the first try. That's all they needed. That's it. South Sydney win. The stadium is stunned. I don't think they realise South Sydney are through.